Hey there. Hope you're having a good day. Just got done with Arcane episode 5, and while the previous episode was a show of what I like to think atmosphere and ambiance, this one still has that aspect, but it goes into the nitty-gritty, the world building, the sort of social dynamics. It opens up with the death of the previous sheriff of Piltover. You know, she was actually a really good character. I did like her. She was trying to maintain the peace, and she did see the under the Undercity as actual humans. You know, tried to relate to them, and you see the what was it, the deputy, the assistant to the sheriff, how he made that plan that with the what's his name, the singed fella, Scion, I believe, made a plan with him and got her killed in the crossfire, due to his experiment going wild. And that experiment is what I hypothesize will be Warwick. But in this episode, we have love, we have romance, we have interactions, and we have physical interactions, we have dynamics that are blooming, you know. Vi is sprung out of jail by Caitlyn, taken to the underworld, and you can just see Caitlyn's purity. She was definitely raised in Piltover, and Vi was like, hey, if you don't take me to find this Jinx girl, this Scion, because I want to find, Vi's trying to find Jinx as well. Caitlyn showed her the picture of the monkey bombs and wanted to get to the bottom of this. So Vi said he'll come along with Caitlyn and said, hey, Caitlyn, you need my help in all intents and purposes? Oh, yeah. Caitlyn needed help. Vi is a step above when it comes to the underworld, and her athletic and just the overall physical ability was on display running through the building. She's been fighting every day in jail and stuff because she was imprisoned after everything went wrong when Jinx blew up the building. So you have that aspect of Vi searching for her sister in the underworld, and up in Piltover, Jace, the Tony Stark of Piltover, I like to think, because he's the one that's making Hex Tech. He's combining arcane crystals with technology, magic and technology meeting, you know. And while there's still a bit of a debate as to whether they should proceed due to the security breach by Jinx last time, it appears that Victor is still at ends. Is still a bit disappointed in Jace's decision not to reveal the technology that he got from Heimerdinger, or that they just showed to Heimerdinger last time, because it seems like Victor's only real goal is to help the people of the Undercity now and not later. And you can see why he might be a bit why he's trying to expedite the process of getting these tools into the citizens' hands, because he starts coughing up blood, and I don't know if it's a condition, but he ends up in the hospital. But before that, he sees patterns in the ruins in the Hextech crystals, and was trying to make, I believe, something biological. He was just like, hey, these ruins can think. There's no reason they should be held down by one standard or one form of activity. You know, they can multi-adapt and do different things, and that's just alluding to the League of Legends ruin pages. You know, Jinx was doing the same thing. You saw Jinx was baptized, but I'm just going to keep calling him Singed, because I believe that's who he's going to be. He was baptized by Singed in the same lake that Singed came out of after he said he killed his weak self. He baptized Powder. He said, Powder no more. And now we have Jinx. He said Jinx is a good name. And he entrusted Jinx to solve the riddle of the Hextech crystal that she stole from Jason Victor's lab last time, to incorporate it into some sort of technology. And at the end of the day, she did, you know. And then the climax. You have Vi going for Singed number 2, trying to find out where Jinx is at. You know, Vi was trolling Caitlyn earlier, calling her hot and all this stuff, and that's also about the love aspect. There was a lot of social dynamics here, but you have the fight between Singed's number 2 and Vi going at it, and it is crazy good, crazy good. The fight scenes in here are incredible. I might make a Vi fight scene compilation. But then you have Caitlyn coming to save the day at the end of the day, and Vi was like, "You're a good shot," and Caitlyn was like, "Nah, I'm a excellent shot." So while she might not know the ins and outs of the Undercity, she still has her goings for her. So we'll see what happens as Jace takes on more responsibility in the council. He's learning that the council isn't all good people, and there's things you need to watch out for, like favors and under the table dealings and stuff like that, and becoming an enemy by tightening security. He's trying to tighten security on all Hex Tech projects due to Jinx's infiltration. He needs to understand how she was able to infiltrate so easily, and it turns out that the corruption really does run deep, because you have the sheriff that got his old sheriff when he was a deputy. He got his sheriff killed. The wonderful woman I referenced at the beginning got him killed, and you find out that he's still doing business with Singed after everything. You know, he still has regrets, but he's still doing business. You know, he's literally burying his cadets because of stuff that Jinx is doing, you know, and he's pissed about it. But dude, it's your fault for aligning yourself with them. So we'll see how these dynamics unfold as we get into a little more world building here, and a little more, and we can identify more with the characters, and be a little more empathetic to their situations, and it makes it a little more realistic. The one thing I love about this show is, with everything so fantastical, they're trying to make it as natural and unique as possible. You know, being natural and unique is actually very, very hard, and this show has nailed it so far. The ambiance, I always say, the sound direction, art direction, beautiful, beautiful. So we'll see what happens in episode 6, if I can find Jinx, and what that's gonna look like if they ever do meet up, you know. So stay tuned, a lot going on. Thanks for tuning in.